Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. In today's recipe, I'm sharing my recipe for Channa and Aloo, a staple during Diwali time. So if you'd like to see how to make this, keep watching. It's going to be super easy and delicious. So let's start this recipe. I'm going to season my Channa lightly with salt, green seasoning, and my little secret is some all-purpose seasoning. If you don't want to put it, you don't have to, but that's just my little secret. Now give this a mix and set it aside. Now to a pan on medium heat, add in your oil, some funugreek or methi seeds, and some geera or cumin seeds. Allow these to toast until they turn dark brown in color, but don't burn them. And add in a few curry leaves. And if you don't have curry leaves, it's totally optional. It's called carapuli in Trinidad. And now add in your aromatics. So I'm going in with peppers, which are pimento peppers chopped, and chopped onions. And if you wanted to put a piece of scotch bonnet or habanero in here, you can. And allow that to cook until the onions are tender, translucent, and light brown on the edges. Now go in with garlic. I'm going in with 2 tablespoons of garlic. When you're currying, you always use extra garlic. When you're stewing, you use less garlic. And we're going to cook this out until the garlic is light brown in color. You guys know I always tell you, put the garlic after the onion browns. Now I'm going in with 4 tablespoons of mild curry powder. And I'm also adding in a teaspoon of turmeric. I like that really nice yellow color for Channa and Aloo. If you don't want to add the turmeric, it's totally optional. Now we're going to toast this until it feels grainy. Should take about 3 to 5 minutes. You don't want it to burn. And then we'll add some water to help cook it down. So about half a cup of water. Mix, mix, mix. Make sure there are no lumps and allow this to cook until the curry starts to thicken. See how it's thickening up? That's how you want it. That's how it should look. Continue to cook this. You want it to cook until the oil starts separating like this, and then add in your seasoned channa or chickpea or garbanzo beans. Give that a mix to coat with the curry and allow this to fry down in here so the flavor intensifies. Now we're going to add enough water to help this cook. And I'm not adding my potato or my aloo just yet, because the potato that I have, it cooks so fast that if I put it in now, you're not going to see the potato by the time the channa cooks. So if you have a potato that takes very long to cook, you can add it in now. But in my case, I need to put my potato once the channa is halfway cooked. So bring it up to a simmer and allow it to cook. And your channa greens will start to soften. That liquid in there will start to reduce. And then we'll go in with our potato. Just nestle it in there. Add some more water if you need to, because you want it to be covered so that it cooks evenly. Bring it up to a simmer and allow it to cook until the potatoes are tender and the channa is also done. You can add some more green seasoning here if you wanted to. And you can use the back of your spoon to mash down on some of the channa to help thicken the sauce. Once it's done, you're going to finish with a half of a teaspoon of ground jeera. This is going to take your chana and aloo over the top, and it will taste like wedding chana and aloo. And that's it. All you have to do is enjoy it with bus-up shot on Diwali day, and it's so yummy. I hope you guys try this recipe. Comment down below, let me know what you think. Thank you for joining me. Have a happy and a safe Diwali. Bye everyone.